So listen ma. So distance protection, which is mainly used for protection of transmission lines, and here the actuating quantities are one coil is here we need two actuating quantity, that's why we call double actuating quantity relay, and one coil is energized by voltage and another coil is energized by current, and here actually they check the value of V by I. V by I reduces below a specified value, the relay will operate. So distance relay, it can be classified into 5: impedance relay, reactance relay, admittance relay, or you can say Moore relay, and ohm relay and offset Moore relay. So in your syllabus you have these three: impedance, reactance and admittance relay. So impedance relay, this is the structure of impedance relay. Here we have voltage coil and current coil, voltage element and current element. Voltage element which is excited by voltage transformer and current element which is excited by current transformer. That is, impedance relay consists of two elements. Voltage element of the relay is excited by potential transformer Vp. Similarly, current element is here. This element is excited from a current transformer which is connected in series with the transmission line, which is to be protected, this transmission line. So here we get two torque, one is operating torque and other one is restraining torque. Operating torque is produced by current element, that is by means of current transformer, and restraining torque is produced by a voltage element, that is by means of voltage transformer. So at conclusion, that is we have two elements, voltage element, current element, and operating torque and restraining torque. So under normal operating condition, the ratio of voltage V and current is denoted as ZL. V by I, impedance, voltage by current is called as impedance. That value is nothing but ZL. And in this case, ZL case, the relay is inoperative. If that ZL is reduced, then only impedance that relay will operate. So under abnormal condition, that impedance value is nothing but ZF. Here only in your diagram, that F1 denotes the fault position, and if you calculate under this point, you get ZF as the impedance value. That value is less than ZL. So in this case, relay will operate. So in a diagram, that ZL is the impedance of the line and ZF is the impedance during fault condition. And this impedance relay can be classified into two. One is definite distance type impedance relay and other one is time distance impedance relay. So this is the structure of definite time impedance, definite distance type impedance relay. Here also we have two coil, voltage coil and current coil, or you can say voltage element and current element. This is excited by potential transformer and this is excited by current transformer. And here we have two armatures, armature 1 and armature 2. That is, the armature of the two electromagnets are mechanically coupled. That is, armature are mechanically coupled. And here the workings are under normal operating condition. This value will be more. The pull due to the voltage element is greater. That is potential transformer side. Under abnormal condition, pull due to this side is more effective. So trip circuit will closed. Under normal condition, the pull due to the voltage element is greater than that of the current element. So the relay contacts remain open. So in this case, that is, when applied voltage to the relay decreases and the current increases during abnormal condition. In this case, the pull of the current element will exceed that due to the voltage element, and this causes the beam to tilt in a direction to close the trip contacts. This is definite distance type impedance relay. Then time distance type impedance relay, here we have the structures like this. Again here also we have two coils. One is from current transformer, other one is from a potential transformer. Operating time will be here by using this one we can set the operating time, operating torque and restraining torque. Operating torque will be produced by CT and restraining torque will be produced by PT. And this is the construction. So here we have the relay mainly consists of current driven component like double winding short induction overcurrent relay, and here we have one spindle type arrangements. And under normal condition, the pull of the armature is more than of the induction element. Here we have induction element, this is pull of the armature. it will be more under normal operating condition, hence the trip circuit contacts remain open. This will be more. In the case of abnormal condition, this one play a major role and this one minor role, so trip circuit will close. And this is the RX diagram. Under RX diagram, the x-axis represents the resistance and y-axis represents the reactance value, and if ZF is less than Z, relay operate. If ZF is greater than Z, relay is inoperative. This is the VA diagram of impedance relay V and I. Here in this region is called as positive torque region and this region is called negative torque region.